Good morning, students. In my today's video, I will explain the difference between active and passive attack. Before going to the active and passive attack, I will like to inform you that on the similar line, I have made videos on various differences, technical differences in operating system, DBMS, and security. So please click on whether you can see all the playlist. Various playlists have been made by me to study those videos. Click on the description box. Now come to the difference between active attack and passive attack. First, let's understand what is active attack. Active attack involves modification of data, means the attacker is actively involved in between the communication, what is happening between the sender and receiver. Maybe a main aim of the attacker is to corrupt or destroy the data as well as network itself. For example, let's understand there are two. One sender is Bob and there is one receiver Alice. They are communicating on this network. And Mr. Darth, he hacks, means he is the attacker. So what he does, he takes the message which is coming from Bob and he replays, means he makes some changes, whatever is his intention. Just like when we want to get two friends into dispute, so what we, the in between person, what he does, he modifies the messages. Similarly, what he is doing, Mr. Darth is doing, he is taking the message from Bob, he is replaying this message with modification to Alice to create whatever is his intention. He creates it. Now, what are the different types of active attacks? Basically, active attacks have been divided into four types. One is masquerade. Masquerade means, as the name suggests, when everyone, I think everyone remembers that when Subhash Chandra Bose went out of India, he masqueraded as a Pathan. Similarly, in between the communication between Bob and Alice, to Alice it appears that Mr. Darth is Bob. Mr. Darth has masqueraded himself as Bob. And even what he can does, he can take the message from Alice, modify it and forward it to Bob. Then in that case, Mr. Bob will think Darth has a Alice. So this is masquerading. Next is replay. Replay attack. Whatever this is something means replay is some modification of masquerade. Means this message is from Bob to Alice. So whatever attacker will do, it capture the message and with to some other users he may replay it to some other intended nodes, or to he can transfer this data. Next is modification of messages. In this, what happened, whatever the message is going from one to another, he modifies the messages. And denial of service means whatever services the users are intended to use, access is denied to them. For example, this is one network of 100 Mbps and the authentic authorized user, always it shows that, means whatever attacker will do, he will overflow this network with messages, unnecessary messages. So actual network will not be available to the intended user and it will disrupt the actual communication. It will exploit the networking between, communication between. This is denial of service attack. Now come to the passive attack. As the name suggests, in this the attacker is in silent mode. He just observe what is going on. He just take the monitoring of information, what information is going from to whom and how they are communicating, their release of message content, traffic analysis. These are being done in silent mode, and this type of attack means some passive attack may be followed by some active attack. Means some hacker or attacker, he wants to do some hacking or attacking. Initially what will he do? He will study all the traffic analysis. He will do the message means whatever the message communicated in between the nodes, so as he can understand how he can attack this communication. Now in the tabular form we will study one by one what are the main differences between active and passive attack. First one is that active attack needs the physical control of the media or network. However, in passive attack, he's just a listener, so he doesn't require any type of control over the communication media or network. Now, active attacks can be easily detected because the activities what a attacker is doing on behalf of, because it will be different from the actual communication, so it can be easily detected. However, as in passive attacker is in silent mode. He's silently sitting, he's observing what is the communication going on between, so yeah, it cannot be easily detected. Active attack affects the system, it affects the working of the system. However, passive attack doesn't affect the system at anymore. Active attack involves a modification. However, passive attacks involves the monitoring. Next one is that types of active attacks are masquerade, session replay, denial of service attack, distributed denial of service. And passive attacks are release of a message and traffic analysis. Next difference is that active attack doesn't check for loopholes or vulnerabilities. However, in passive attack, attacker observes the search for loopholes and vulnerabilities, and passive to finally do some active attack. Means most of time passive attacks are followed by the active attacks. I think I tried to explain this video in English so that the many people who can't understand Hindi can also view my videos. So please like my video, subscribe to it to see such type of videos in future. Thanks, fam.